Yes, I think I'm visible. Hey students, very warm welcome to all of you. So how you all are and how's the Josh? Why I'm asking this because we are starting one more special series on all your requests. That series is Umang 2.0. So what is this 2.0 students? That Umang with some special Umang, some special edition of Umang. What basically this series is about, lockdown is going on, and how come you all can just sit at your home and can prepare whatever is part of your syllabus. So this Umang is about covering whole syllabus in each and every chapter of your chemistry by Anubha Ma'am, with special doubt session, with special Menti quiz of each and every chapter. So इस बार का उमंग will be much better than the previous Umang. Obviously, that was also best, but this is Umang 2.0 with presenting right now in front of you to bring Umang in your life at this crucial time of lockdown and our COVID G. So, students, tell me how you all are. Let me put my specs, no? That will be good. Yeah. Hey Mamta, hey Hansika, hey Kriti, hey Abhishek, Ankush, yes, who all we have in the class? Not fine. What happened, Anjuji? Nandana, Suchitra. Yeah, we'll talk about the same. Hey Utkarsh, hey Dhruv, hey Tarun, Erin, ABD, Shruti. ABD, what kind of a name is this? So, hello Pankaj, hello Kalyani, hello Shravin, hello Vasi, hello Arpita, Apu is back. Hey Ankit, hey all rounder, hey Garima, hey Dhruv, hey Manju, hey Divyam. So everyone just tell me right now in the comment section or in the chat box that ma'am Josh is super high. So students, how's the Josh? Are you all ready to start our Umang 2.0 with the very first chapter of chemistry with your Anubha ma'am, your chemistry master teacher at Vedantu? Topic is in front of you, matter in our surrounding. We will try our level best to give you each and every clear insight of each and every topic. So let's know about matter, students. Let's know about matter with Anubha ma'am. And I hope you have already hit the like button for this amazing series for all of you with better animation, so many questions in between, homework, Menti series, as well as a doubt session also. Hi, Menti Bacha. Menti will be the last session of each and every chapter. We will going to revise the whole chapter in terms of a Menti quiz. So when the chapter is over, one session will be a doubt session and the next session will be a Menti quiz so that I should know कि समझ आ रहा है and मजा आ रहा है students, so that I will get to know about all of you with that session. So students, shall we start? Chemistry became very easy. Thank you so much, Pandeji. Thank you, Soumya. Hey, best teacher. Thank you so much. Please try to come on time. So, students, shall we start with this amazing series? I am starting and telling you what exactly is matter and what are going to be its properties. All right. Thank you, Arpita. Thank you, Nandana. So, students, just a quick information that COVID-19 is everywhere at its peak. So, how come we at Vedantu help you by providing all of the education notes, lectures, and everything on our platform? So, we are trying our level best to ensuring your safety that you can study at the comfort of your home. And if you want to join any of the course, maybe 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, whatever it will be, maybe a chapter related course, ma'am, I have a doubt in this particular chapter. So you can enroll in a particular course and a particular chapter also. For knowing about this thing in a detail, please visit this link. You will get the link in the description box also. ठीक है? Yes, thank you. Hey Vaishnavi, how are you? Thank you, God of Gaming. You're God of Gaming. Wonderful. So, students, there is one more information. How many of you know about this exam called as VSAT? Tell me, how many of you know about this exam VSAT? Yes, anyone. Thank you, Kalyani. No, Janal, I don't ignore any of my students. I'm from Moon. Wonderful. Me? Yes, students. Wonderful, wonderful. So many of my students already know. So I'll request you, if possible, if anyone haven't applied for this scholarship, please do it. BSAT is Vedantu scholarship admission test for this year 2020. And why this is so special? Even if whatever is your grade from 6th to 13th, every Sunday this test is going on. And what is so benefit about this course, what is so beneficial about this course, that you can earn a scholarship up to 1 crores and 10 crores worth of scholarship overall we are providing. In terms of, you can get 100% scholarship and can be a student at Vedantu with 100% scholarship. Yani ki free registration, you can enroll for the same online test, so no hassle of going to a test center and do it. So anyone who haven't done it till now, please download the Vedantu app and apply for the test for having some scholarships. Wonderful. See, we have results that up to 19,950 students have given this test for grade 9th and 10th combinedly, and they have won approximately 32.31 crore scholarship. And some result, there is GV Siddharth who got 100% scholarship, Nitish from Jalandhar got 90% scholarship, and Himanshu from Hisar from Haryana, Ma'am's place, got 90% scholarship as well. So your name can also be there, you can also earn whatever the scholarship possible according to the basis of the level of your test. All right. Wonderful. Yes, Aniket. Yes, Ankit. Yes, students. So I am starting this session right now, students. So the chapter is Matter in Our Surrounding, and this is very first session of Matter in Our Surrounding. Thank you, Sajal. Thank you so much. And wonderful with Ayushi. Wonderful. Thank you, Tony. So, students, what are the learning objectives that what we are going to learn in this particular class of matter in our surrounding? We'll get to know in detail that what is matter. We will get to know what are the different states of matter. We'll get to know what are the properties of matter. All right. So let's begin the journey with Umang 2.0, very first session. Let's hit it, students. Let's hit it. Yeah, wonderful. So this minion, cute like all of you, is telling us something. And what exactly is telling? That you know that we see large number of things around ourselves, and all of these things are having different shapes, size, texture, color. When we look around, this is having a different color, different shape, then my hand, then the vacuum which I'm having, everything is having different kind of a shape, different kind of a color, size, mass of it, volume taken by of the substance. Example, this pen. Can I have some book? Right now I need to see, but I have this case of my specs and ma'am's cell phone जो मुझे नहीं मिल रहा है. Everything came under the category of something which ma'am will tell you right now. So tell me, isn't it cute? Like all of you? Yes. Yes, Dhruv, wonderful, very nice. So, students, let's talk about this, that what our ancient philosophers had to say about these things which is present around us. They told us that whatever is thing around us is made up of five basic elements, and in Hindi we call it Panch Tattva. Yeah, thank you, MNV. Can you tell me what are those elements of Panch Tattva? Can you tell me, students? Yes, Sunil, we are coming back to it. Let's connect, let's build up, the topic so that you will be feeling, yeah, now I'm able to understand in a better way. Yes, wonderful. Yeah, I got some response. Air, fire, water, sky, and earth. So just like this Baba who is telling, philosophers are telling, sab moh maya hai, but we are human beings. We have to be a part of this moh maya, that we all are made up of this moh maya, and that is air, earth, fire, sky, and water. We all are made up of these five basic elements and most of the things which is present around us. So Indian philosopher says that whatever the thing which is present around you is called as matter. Matter in Hindi we call it padarth, something weird, but yeah, and that is made up of five basic elements. So matter definition according to them is something that is made up of five basic elements. All right, but can we have a modern definition? So you have Anubha ma'am. Anubha ma'am will tell you what will be its modern definition, because scientists are like, we should derive a better explanation. So yes, students, the modern definition is anything that occupies space and has mass is called as matter. Are you able to understand? Yes, that was there in the blooper, Hanji. Bilkul, that was only there. That anything that is occupying mass, just like your ma'am sitting in front of you, occupying, and having so much of mass. I won't tell you the weight basically or what mass I'm having, and ma'am is occupying space of this ground also. So ma'am is matter, so you all are, so this screen in which I'm taking session, so this pen, so this vacuum which is I'm using for writing, most of the things around us is matter. So students, may I know what will not be there as a matter? Anything? Yes, we will do the Mente also. This is Umang. So what will not be there as a matter? Please tell me, what do you think about the same? Yeah, students? Tell me. Nothing? I'll tell you my routine. Yes, all the emotions won't be matter. All our emotions do matter a lot, but basically they are not occupying any space, है ना? That's some of the emotions which is coming off our mind. Some of the thoughts maybe you can categorize as non-matter, which is not at all matter. Our senses can also be non-matter. So tell me, I will say I really like my students. So this liking, that I'm very affectionate towards all my students. What will this affection, what will this liking means? That is a non-matter, because that's my feeling, that's my emotion. That can't be a matter. All the senses. I am able to touch myself. I'm able to touch this laptop. So the property of touching something is not mentioning that this touch is a matter. That's a feeling, that's a sense. I can see things around me. Yeah, obviously, matter should be sensed by any of our senses, but those senses are not at all matter. That is helping to define matter, to see matter. So, students, tell me, is this point clear? Devika, wonderful. Smell is not, yes, but just smell is also one of the sense, right? That what kind of a smell is this? See the difference right now. If I got to know that what kind of a smell is this, it looks like someone is making gajar ka halwa. How do you know that gajar ka halwa is being prepared? Because the particles which were coming from the gajar ka halwa mixed with the air, particles are moving towards us and we get the smell. So smell of a particular thing is responsible because of the particles inside it which is reaching to us. That is a matter. But as I told you, sense is not a matter. Smell is a sense that I can detect that this is this according to the base of smell. Smell is non-matter, but smell of a particular thing is definitely a matter. So tell me, students, carrot halwa, yes. How many of you like it? Light matter. Ooh, very good question, students. So that's a very debatable question. The question you asked is, ma'am, what about light? Light matter hai ya nahi? What if I say that is having a dual kind of a nature? Light, our Einstein sir, the great scientist Einstein, told that light always comes in the packet of energy. So energy क्या है बच्चा? Energy is not at all matter. Energy is not having any mass. That is proper wave. है ना? According to it, light is non-matter. So in ninth class, you can classify light as non-matter. But when you move to 11th class, things are going to change. You're going to get to know that those photons which are taking the light, which is responsible for the light in form of packets, have some particle nature also. All right. So light is also having dual nature. It has some particle nature as well as wave nature, that this is pure energy. But that's a concept of high class. Right now we can say light is a form of energy, and energy is not having any mass. So that's a non-matter. All right, students, are you able to understand? Bacha, ma'am is teaching you here. How come I look everything on the chat box and I can comment? Please, if any of your doubt is not able to solve, you can always put in the chat section. Nahi, in the comment section. Why ma'am is telling so? Because if you put it in the chat section or comment section, preferably comment section please. So, एक session as I told you will be a proper doubt session. So whatever the doubts I'm going to get in whatever 3, 4, 5 number of sessions when I complete the chapter, I will accumulate all the doubts. I'll make a proper presentation, and one session we will take only on the basis of your doubts. So don't worry. This is Umang 2.0 and your doubts are also going to get resolved here only. ठीक है, हम हर जगह हैं. Yeah, vacuum is also, vacuum का मतलब क्या है? There were air already and you just remove the air. So vacuum is also, if you just mention vacuum, that is also not a matter. All right. Yes, students, we haven't reached to diffusion. So don't worry, we will talk about the same. So students, right now, just think and tell me, what do you think? Air is a matter, yes or no? Think about it and tell me your response. What do you think about our air? Air क्या है? Tell me, students. What will be air? Hi students. Hi students. Yeah, air. Air will be a matter or not a matter? Tell me. I am waiting for your response. Let me see whether you're going to give me your response. No? Yes, students. So many students are confused though. Air, students, air will also be a matter. Air do matter. No air, no life. Air is basically a mixture of so many gases. Right, students? That's a mixture of so many gases. And that is a mixture of so many gases means we have oxygen, nitrogen, some amount of argon, carbon dioxide. So don't you think all the gases are made up of matter particles only, having mass also? It just we can't see us around ourselves. That is transparent, but that doesn't mean that it's not a matter. है ना? So air do matter. Yes, Anuradha, wonderful, wonderful students. Yes, air is matter. So my students became so intelligent and giving me correct answer, void. Bacha, void means a free space. So how come a free space? That depends that if you say the free space is matter or not, you are just representing that there is a space. If you talk about in that space, if something is there, that will be matter. है ना? That should has both of the property. If I say mass is a matter, volume is a matter, space is a matter, that won't be a correct answer. Don't you think, student? Because mass, matter, or your vacant space or space is just mentioning some phenomena, some process. They are not matter. These are phenomena that my space is telling that here there is nothing else. Your mass is telling that your substance is made up of so many particles and they are together. If I say that I have 15-gram mass of carbon, so that is a particle present over there and that is representing a matter. Are you able to understand? If I say temperature, if I say diffusion, if I say electricity, if I say your what you called pressure, space, these are not matter. These are some terms we use to define so many things. Students, it's clear? Tell me. Yeah, vacuum I have already told you, bacha, please pay attention. Yeah, electricity will also be non-matter. Electricity is just telling about the flow of electron. It's a phenomena to tell about the flow of electron. Electron representing a matter, but electricity is a phenomena which is defining flow of electron. It's not a matter. Understand, heat, not matter. All right, these are phenomena, process to explain something. Thank you. Cool bites. Wonderful, wonderful. Gases are highly compressible. Wonderful, Sudhir. Yes, definitely we'll talk about the particles present inside the matter and its properties also. Don't worry. Let me just talk about what exactly will be the nature of physical particles. I mean, physical nature of those particles present inside the matter. And don't worry, I will ask some question to you and will give you some work to do also. So first property, students. Yeah, yes, correct, God of gaming. The very first property is matter is made up of particles. Now you will be like, ma'am, how can we prove that this is a matter, this is made up of particles? So let me just tell you, we can do some experiments at our home which is very easy and can detect that every substance which is categorized as matter is made up of particles. So students, what's the clue? How to do it? Take a glass of water and try to put some salt or sugar into it. After some time, you will see it is going to be disappeared. All right. So you might have seen that even after looking at it, it got disappeared. Where it actually went? It went to some vacant space present into the water, and these particles are so tiny that occupied all the space of the particles, and now particles of water, and we can't see it anymore. All right, so it disappear means even if I take a very small crystal in very small amount, it can disappear because even a very small crystal is made up of so many particles. If I tell you with one hint, do you know that one drop of rain, or you can say one drop of water, that is having approximately 10 to the power 21 particles? Means, can you imagine one drop, student? One drop क्या होता है? That is having 10 to the power 21. इनको कितनी बार लिखोगे? देख रहे हो? This much number of particles in one drop. That means particles of every matter is so small that we can't even see it. All right. Are you able to understand? Very nice, Daroga. Yes, Rachna ji. Thank you, Arman. Thank you so much. So students, this part is clear. If someone will say to you that what matter is made up of, so these particles are basically very, very small. We will say matter is made up of very small particles. Can my students tell me in the chat section, also in the comment section, that these particles has a special name? What name I will give it to it? What name I will give it to it, students? Tell me. Yes, Rujur, we are coming back to it. Don't worry. Yay! Very nice, very nice. Atoms, wonderful. तो बच्चा लोग कौन से particles है that is responsible for the same? We have atoms and molecules. Our matter is made up of atoms and molecules. Wonderful, wonderful. ठीक है? So now we know about matter at least a bit more now. Yes. What else property my matter can have? So property number 2, students, that the particle of matter are very, very tiny, very, very small. Ma'am, how to prove it? So don't worry because Anubha ma'am is here. We'll tell you the way to explain it and to do something at your home and you'll able to figure out the answer. So what is it, students? I can tell the presence of particles that these are very small if somehow at your home, if you have any colored particle, maybe you might have rat poison that is having copper sulfate, a bluish color crystal. Okay, agar nahi hai, in laboratory we also take a substance, colored substance, KMNO4. KMnO4 is called as potassium permanganate. Okay, that purple color appearance it is having. All right, अगर घर पे rat poison है that is having copper sulfate, वो होता है blue. और अगर वो भी ना मिले तो you might have if you have a ink, any colored ink, maybe blue, maybe black, maybe red, that can also you might be having. What I want to tell you from these experiments, suppose I'm telling in these cases, even if you take one crystal, they are having some crystalline appearance. If you take a very tiny crystal of KMnO4 and you're putting it into 100 ml of water, see, dhyan se, that only 1-2 crystals are giving such a dark appearance. Such a dark appearance means such a intense color. है ना? Ma'am can use different color now finally. Intense color in this very first beaker. And now when I am repeatedly doing this experiment and doing dilution. What is dilution, students? I took 10 ml of a solution and I put into another beaker having 90 ml water. So 10 ml with 90 ml pure water is also having color but a bit light. If I again take 10 ml of this solution and put in 90 ml of water, I got the solution also with a bit light color. Again 10 ml of this solution putting in 90 ml of water. Again I am seeing the color but the intensity of color became light. So what I want to tell you students that I just put only one tiny crystal. Even after putting into 5 different beaker having so much amount of water, then also I can see some amount of a tinge of color in the last beaker also. That is somehow telling us that even in that tiny crystal, there are millions of particles present that is decomposing and giving us color. It's same like you might have seen if you put only one drop of ink in the water, after some time whole of the color of the ink, suppose blue ink, is going to spread throughout the water and it is going to have an intense color. If you again put it into different beaker by taking small amount of the previous beaker, you will say still there will be a tinge of color after 4-5 changes of beaker. That means these particles are very tiny. Even in very small amount, there might be millions of particles present and we can't see it by naked eyes and not even by a normal microscope. There are some special microscope, and what's the name of those special microscope, students? That is called as STM. There is a special microscope called as STM. STM is scanning tunneling microscope, special electron microscope, only to see a rough image of particles present on the surface. If I took a metal, suppose मैंने magnesium ले लिया, I took the scanning tunneling microscope, उसके starting में एक needle होता है, and I start moving the needle onto whole of the surface of magnesium and it is attached to a monitor और monitor पे देख रही हूँ मैं what exactly it is coming. So it will give you a blur kind of images like this. That shows that there are particles like this inside the matter. So students, tell me whether you are able to understand what I'm telling you. Yes, students? Clear ho gaya? And guys, as 19 channel is telling, we are putting our best efforts to give you the best possible content, best possible set of teachers doing their level best to make or to ensure that you study properly at your home. तो जरा छोटा सा काम कर दो, just like the video, subscribe the channel if you haven't done till yet, and do share it with your friends so they can also come and see what we are doing and how wonderfully we are trying to do. So next property, students, thank you Bharat, thank you Arushi. Yeah, so particles of matter have space between them. Particles of matter have space between them. Ma'am, कैसे prove करें? And particles of matter are continuously moving. As I told you, let's just take a very small activity. If you have a set of beaker having water, water particles have tiny space between their particles. Now what did you do? You took and put some amount of salt into it. Salt liya, salt dala, what will happen? salt will try to mix into the whole water, giving a thoroughly good composition. Thoroughly good composition means if I try to taste the solution, it will taste equally salty. It won't be like first sip is not salty. Oops, fifth sip is too salty. No, na. You put some amount of salt and mix it thoroughly, equally salty throughout the composition, uniform composition. What does that mean? The salt or sugar, whatever you're taking, is going to that vacant space and giving a uniform solution. And the best way to check it, that even after mixing the salt or sugar, the level of water did not rise. The level of water is still same. That is telling us that particles have space between them, and your salt, sugar, the other particles are occupying the space. Are you getting this point? Wonderful, wonderful, Neeru. Deposition is not the topic of this class. Deposition we will do in third or fourth class. Don't worry. We'll do the complete chapter one by one, Anju. Don't worry. And particles are continuously moving. How will you prove? This will again be very easy. Suppose I took a beaker and in the beaker I took water again. Simple. And now whatever the colored particles you are having, suppose you are having ink, suppose you are having KMNO4, potassium permanganate. I took potassium permanganate, okay? And I put 2 to 3 crystals of KMNO4, potassium permanganate. Now what I want to tell you, that these particles are going to be there in the water, decompose itself, and will take whatever the space present. And how come? By just moving. This was my water jar having so many water particles inside it, having tiny space also inside it. And as soon as you are going to put water, students, I mean KMNO4, they will occupy all the space. But how will they go to all the space? Because particles are continuously moving, they will move to each and every space which is free and occupying the whole. And just because of this property only, students, what I will observe, that I will get a uniform solution. Uniform solution. What is the meaning of uniform solution, students? That after mixing KMNO4, when I look at the solution, it looks same throughout, same intensity ka color throughout the solution, because particles of KMNO4 moves in each and every possible direction wherever it is getting space and occupying it and getting a uniform solution. So, what is the property? That particles are continuously moving, then only they can mix with each other. If I say my salt and sugar is mixing with water, because salt and sugar will decompose, will move to all the vacant space present between the water and mix it. Sand and water can't mix because sand particles are not traveling to take the space between the water and mix properly. So are you able to understand? And this movement, this motion has a particular name. So tell me, students, in the chat box, what is that name? What is that name? Tell me. Yes, Rujul, these will be matter. If you have listened to the entire lecture, whatever I have said till now, I told already that will be matter. All right. Yes. Wonderful. Diffusion. Yes. The property which is telling us about the constant motion of particles, that is diffusion. What is diffusion, as you were asking? This property only. Intermixing of particles on our own is called as diffusion. When I put potassium permanganate ka ek crystal, this potassium permanganate, 8 oxygen in the last जब भी होता है, ठीक है? So potassium permanganate, as soon as I put it into water, I got a uniform composition throughout, because particles of potassium permanganate and water is mixing with each other thoroughly. So yes, students, yes, correct, correct, bacha log. And these particles are going to attract each other also. How I'm able to prove it, students? Tell me your response. I'm waiting for it. Yeah, tell me. Yes, students, tell me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So particles of matter attract each other. I can totally prove it. Socho. Ma'am is not a karate expert. I'm not that strong as well. If I try to take this vacuum, it's like, बहुत पढ़ा लिया. Now what will I do? I will say to the team, my vacuum is not working, and I just try to broke it. Will it broke just like that? No, na. It won't broke just like that. What does that mean? This is definitely is made up of solid particles. They have a very strong attraction between these particles. If I try to just break these particles only by using this nazuk hand, I won't able to break it because this force of attraction between solid is very high. Yes, students? Yes, yes. So among the solid, liquid and gas, solid is something which is having a very strong force of attraction that has a name. We call it interparticle force of attraction and also call it cohesive force. All right, students? That has a name called as cohesive force, interparticle force, force of attraction between these particles, which is maximum in solid because they are very strongly attached to each other. In case of a liquid, a bit space, so attraction is a bit less. That's why when I try to dive into the water, I can move my hand because particles are less attracted towards each other and having more space between it. Yes, students? And what about gases? Gases particles are almost free. Almost free. So if I try to move my hand in this air, that is mixture of air atmosphere, I can easily do and move my hand because the force of attraction, this cohesive force, is minimum in this state of matter called as gas. So we came to a conclusion that general state of matter is solid, liquid and gases, and we must know their property. So whenever I'm explaining the characteristics of particles, students, I am basically talking about solid, liquid, and gas. So, students, this is live. So cool, right? Brown in motion, Arushi is also telling about the constant movement of particles given by Robert Brown, a scientist. Robert Brown was measuring that how solid is moving into the liquid. When I took the KMNO4 crystal, suppose, and I put it in water, how it is moving inside the water, he observed by a microscope, and that was telling that, oops, it is having this kind of a movement, some zigzag motion. So this zigzag motion is called as Brownian motion, Brownian movement. That particles will be having a zigzag motion and then try to mix with the water or with the gas. That's how solid particle mixes with liquid or gases. Yes, students? Yeah, I think Vedantu 910 channel is enough to tell what I had to say to all of you. More भी करेंगे आरुषि. क्या पेशेंस, पेशेंस इज द की. अगर आप पेशेंस रखोगे, as I told, सब करेंगे in this Umang 2.0 in detail. So students, how about having a quick recap whatever I have done, whether you got it in terms of checking your knowledge with a question. So students, I'm waiting for your response. Chat box is open for you, and if the student, whoever is watching after the session when the live is not there, you can still give your answer in the comment section. I'll definitely get back to it. So students, tell me, strength of force of attraction is definitely going to vary, bacha, according to the different kind of solid. If I take iron, that is having very high kind of force of attraction. If I take chalk, that is having a bit less force of attraction, that is less cohesive force. Are you getting the point? So students, the question is, which of the following are not matter, non-matter? Tell me, I'll ask, you give me the answer in yes or no. What about chair, students? What about chair? Wonderful. Yes, matter. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Difference between Brownian motion and diffusion. Yes, bacha, I told. Brownian motion defines the zigzag motion given by Robert Brown. Diffusion is just telling us about the intermixing of particles. All right? Yes. Air. I told already in this session. Yes, air is matter. Love. I love my students. Whether it's a matter, ma'am, that matters a lot to us, but basically that's not a matter. Right? Arey bhai, students, don't worry, we'll talk about the rest of states of matter also. So love is non-matter, है ना? Yes. Smell. I have told you in detail in this session. No, that's a non-matter. Smell is a sense. Smell of a particular thing can be matter. Hate. I don't hate my students. Yeah, I used to hate whom? Actually, no one. So non-matter, that's an emotion, and that's a negative emotion. Let's not have it. है ना? Almonds. How many of you like almonds? How many of you eat soaked almonds in the morning? Very good for a source of protein, very good for brain. So try to have it, source of vitamin E also. ठीक है मैम, डाइटिशियन भी बन गई है आज तुम्हारी. So almonds is also matter. Thought. I am thinking that whether my students are able to understand. So this thought process, definitely what? Non-matter, though it matters to me. Cold. Cold is also a sensation to check whether the substance is having a less temperature than my body temperature. Oops, I touched the ice, I felt cold. So that's also non-matter. That's a sense. That's determining the temperature. Cold drink. Students, what about the cold drink? Cold drink? Yeah. All right. Cold drink is definitely a matter, not a non-matter. Cold drink is like your Pepsi, Coca-Cola, whatever. Smell of perfume. So many of you were asking this to me. Now tell me, smell of perfume. Now you got it. Smell of a particular thing. Uh, Today I have applied that jasmine wala perfume and I'm getting the smell. So how do I know jasmine wala perfume? Because that is having its particle here and there. And then because of those particles I'm getting the smell. Smell is not matter, but smell of a particular thing is definitely matter. Yes, students? Wonderful, wonderful. I think you are able to understand. Yay, very nice, students, very nice. So we got the answer right now. So students who all are watching after the live time, you can still give your answer in the comment section. I will definitely see it. Right? Yes. I can't understand what you're telling though. हलवा है, हलवा थोड़ा सा मुश्किल होगा, हलवा बनने में टाइम लगता है ना. So just be in all the sessions. It is going to be interesting with each and every session. And so many students are like, ma'am, what are the different form in which matter present? As we discussed somehow, a small idea that it might be solid, liquid or gas. These are three very common state of matter. So what our work has to do with it, that we will understand about all the three states of matter in detail in the next class. But what to do at home? Should I spare you just like that? No, because when I come to next session, I really want all of you to at least do some homework and submit it to me in the chat section, in the comment section. And the question for all of you, that you need to observe something at your home, that your mom is making the hot food. Now you must be at home, so you can have the homemade hot food at home. So wow, the smell of hot sizzling food reaches to you even if you're sitting to the very third room, suppose. But the smell of cold food, you can't smell that much. You have to go very close to smell it. You will tell me the reason that you see this at your day-to-day life. What exactly is the reason behind it? How, Jenny? You got it right. Give me the proper answer. Yes, students. Yes, Arush. Easy. But this is a homework. I really want it to see it in the homework only. So, what ma'am has to say right now? Yes, that. Do you know that there are other states of matter also apart from solid, liquid, and gas? So, we're definitely going to study about solid, liquid, and gas and its property. But we have other states of matter also among these three or apart from these three states of matter. So, why to fear when Anubha ma'am is here? You don't have to worry at all because we will do it in detail in the next class. Yes? Yes, we will do it in the next class. So next session में करेंगे properties of all the states of matter, that is solid, liquid, gas, and all the two states which you were telling me, that is BEC and plasma. So ma'am hai, don't worry. And if you haven't given this VSAT test, please do it. The link you will get for registration in the description box. ठीक है students? So tell me, I really want all of you to see your name in this scholarship result with 100% scholarship because you all are my intelligent and smart students. है ना? And you know what? One day, something very interesting has come up to our Vedantu app. And one day to go, and after this one day, you are able to play quiz at Vedantu platform. So just download the app right now. And what is so benefit in this quiz round? Because you can win exciting rewards also. There will be some reward money. If you do very well in the quiz session, you're definitely going to get better and better rewards. So download the app now and do participate in the quiz. I think 6 p.m. the quiz will happen, but you'll get all the notification on the app. All right, students? Wonderful. So guys, I think you have subscribed the channel. If you haven't done till yet, please do it right now. And I want all of you to appreciate our efforts of being a part of Umang 2.0. Just subscribe the channel, just hit the like button right now and reach out to me on my ID given below. So will you do it? Yes, students, already done. Wonderful. Thank you, Deepika. Thank you so much. And do share it to your friends so that they can also come at this point of lockdown and can study with all the awesome teachers as said by all of you. So, ठीक है, students. I hope you had a great session. And समझ भी आया, मजा भी आया. Easy, ma'am. Now everything is clear in our mind. So with the same josh and energy, we will meet in the next session. Until then, take care of yourself. Be present in the next session and be safe. Stay happy, students. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.